That we've seen all the reports that Paul Manafort has basically given up on trying to manage Trump's campaign. In this interview on Fox News with John Scott, he says earlier in the interview, the candidate is in control of the campaign, and he's in control of what I do on the campaign. In other words, I don't have arms long enough to be at a safe enough distance of arm's length to not get burned by this. He's basically signaling to the rest of the world. This is like a hostage video where he's like blinking his eyes. But at the end, he's having to address the fact that it's reported that during security briefings, Donald Trump asked multiple times, why can't we just use our nuclear weapons? We have them. Why don't we just use them? Here's how Manafort responds, that these meetings have never taken place, and he knows that this stuff wasn't said in these meetings because he was at those meetings. What?
Two things on the Khan situation, and we've put it behind us, frankly. One is he does sympathize with them, the family, for the loss. But two, he was concerned more about what caused that loss, which is the failed policies of Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama that led to the rise of ISIS, led to the destabilizing of the situation there, and caused the deaths of many other American families.
Positive. Manafort said the same thing that Katrina Pierson said the other day, but he did it in a little bit more artful way. Unless Obama's using that special Muslim time machine that he uses occasionally, the idea that he could go back and institute policies in 2012, 2014, whatever it is, and go back and cause the death of a man in 2004 is very unlikely. But that's not even as bad as it gets with Paul Manafort.
Sons and daughters. So that's what he was talking about. The Khan situation was not a core as Khan. It was part of a bigger message, and that's what our candidate's trying to talk about.
Also, these reports that Donald Trump in his security briefings was asking about the use of nuclear weapons. Is that true?
It's absolutely not true. And in fact, those security briefings haven't even started yet, that they were supposedly referencing. The idea that he's looking at trying to understand where to use nuclear weapons, it just didn't happen. I mean, I was in the meeting. It didn't happen.
High on a hill was a lonely goat herd, lay, hoodalay, hoodalay, loud was the voice of the lonely goat herd, lay, hoodalay, hoodaloo.
That's right, folks. He was in the meeting that didn't happen and knows that it wasn't said there because he was in that meeting. Wow. Poor Paul Manafort.
I didn't start anything with the wife.
Hello, you. I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally